This street corner is Abbas's turf. For the past 3 years, he's been coming here every day with his shoeshine kit to wait for customers. He earns around €1 for each pair of shoes. Abbas is just 14 but isn't attending school. He has to help support his family.
2 of my brothers died in the Civil War. Then my family fled Syria. Our rent is about €250. How would we pay that if I went to school?
Abbas is one of tens of thousands of Syrian refugee children in Istanbul who spend their days on the streets. Many are alone here after becoming separated from their parents during their flight. The children are easy prey for criminals and increasingly for radical Islamists as well. In this video, human rights activists filmed Arabic-speaking men trying to take Syrian orphans away, allegedly to a Quran school. But it's more likely that they were trying to recruit the boys to fight for Islamic State. Witnesses intervened and called the police, just in time. In Istanbul, police recently investigated a Quran school for Syrian and Turkish children. A branch of IS was said to be operating out of the same building. Several arrests were made, but the Quran classes are still being held.
I saw the police raid, where they arrested a supposed member of IS. But I'm sure that has nothing to do with the Quran school. They're good people.
But in this neighborhood, parents are alarmed. Even the most religiously conservative are afraid of IS.
They call it a Quran class. First they give the children regular religious instruction and then they brainwash them. We don't send our children there anymore.
Shazar Barakat says independent schools are the only way to keep children out of Quran classes run by IS and their sympathizers. Just 1 in 3 Syrian refugee children in Turkey attends an independent school. Barakat was an educator in Syria and runs one of the few schools for refugees in Istanbul. The Turkish authorities have tolerated her school, but provided little by way of active support. Barakat now hopes to receive some of the promised financial aid from the EU. Without access to education, refugee children are vulnerable to radicalization, as Barakat knows.
My son Omar went back to Syria to fight because he couldn't go to school here in Istanbul. He joined the rebels and was killed. He was just 16 years old. 2 weeks later, I opened this school, but unfortunately it was too late for my son. Without schooling, many refugee children will develop a hatred of the West and start getting bad ideas.
Joining the IS terror group is out of the question for Abbas and his friends. But he says he's also been approached by men who were recruiting for Islamic State.
A Syrian man came to me. He asked me if I'd cross the border with him to fight. He told me he had lots of money. But I told him I don't want to fight. Then I pointed him out to a policeman, and they arrested him.
IS is likely to keep sending recruiters here to try their luck. For them, the young Syrian refugees on the streets of Istanbul are easy prey.